say that time can heal the pain, turn the sunshine into rain, or turn the rain to something sweet that makes the heart complete. I've cried enough to fill the sea since you stopped loving me. But every tear I've shed for you has turned into something new. Tears into wine, so in a song, learning how to be strong. All the pain I've held inside is finally clarified. Tears into wine, I'm drinking now. This vintage has a bitter taste of love gone to waste, but somewhere in the depths I find a peace of mind. Maybe tears can ferment too into something pure and true. Maybe all this pain will be the sweetest victory. Tears into wine, sorrow in a song, learning how to be strong. All the pain I've held inside is finally clarified. Tears into wine, I'm drinking now. I'm drinking. I'm drinking now. The dance hall's empty, the band is gone, but I hear music carrying. I step onto the polished floor like I did with you before. 1, 2, 3, I count the beat, moving slowly on my feet. My arms are wrapped around the air, pretending that you're there. It's a sad world solo, dancing alone around the floor that we once called our own. The violin plays a melody blue in this sad world solo without you. I close my eyes and feel your hand guiding me across the land, a make-believe and memory where you still dance with me. Maybe waltzes teach us grace, even in this empty space. Maybe moving through the pain helps the sun to shine again. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My heart has been a desert for so long, dry and dusty, singing the same old song of loneliness. I'm missing you, of not knowing what to do. The cracks run deep across the ground. No water, no life, no sound, just the wind blowing through, just a memory of you. And then today the clouds rolled in and the rain began to begin, soft at first and hard and fast. Rainfall on the dusty past, rainfall on dust, making mud. Rainfall on dust, a flood of tears from heaven, tears from me, washing away the misery. Rainfall on dust, making things grow. Rainfall on dust, letting me know that even deserts can bloom again, that even love can mend. I stood outside and let it pour, let it soak me more and more. I felt the water on my skin, letting the new life in. The dust that was my heart for years, finally softened by the tears, finally ready to receive, finally ready to believe that life goes on after loss, that you can carry the cross and still find a way to smile after every single mile. Rainfall on dust, making mud. Rainfall on dust, the flood of tears from heaven, tears from me, washing away the misery. Rainfall on dust, making things grow. Rainfall on dust, letting me know that even deserts can bloom again, that even love can mend. I don't know what will grow from this, I don't know what I'll miss, but something green is pushing through, something fresh, something new. Rainfall on dust, I welcome you. Rainfall on dust, making all things new. I'm ready now to start again, to let the new life in. Rainfall on dust, rainfall on dust, rainfall on dust, let the growing begin. You were a master of disguise, right before my eyes. You play the part of loving me so convincingly. But when the curtain finally fell, you bid a swift farewell. You disappeared into the wings without leaving things, vanishing like that's what you did, keeping all your feelings hid. You made me think you'd always stay, then you slipped away, vanishing like, where's the magician now? The audience is on its feet, applauding your deceit. They think it's just a clever trick, but I'm getting sick. Maybe magic tricks are lies that help us realize that what appears to be is not, and love can't be forgot. Vanishing like that's what you did, keeping all your feelings hid. You made me think you'd always stay, then you slipped away, vanishing like, where's the magician now? Where's the magician? I saw a field of poppies today, red as blood, red as the way I feel when I think of you, red as the love I never outgrew. They nodded in the summer breeze with such an effortless ease, like they knew something I don't know, like they had somewhere to go. Poppies are for sleep, they say, but drifting off and drifting away, or forgetting all your pain, for sleeping in the rain. Poppy of sleep, take me away. Poppy of sleep, I wanna stay in the dream where you are mine, where everything is fine. Poppy of sleep, close my eyes. Poppy of sleep, hear my cries. Let me drift off into the night, where everything is bright. I lay down in the poppy field and let my body start to yield to the softness of the ground, to the quiet all around. I closed my eyes and thought of you, thought of everything we do. If we could have another chance, if we could have another dance. The poppies whispered in my ear, don't you worry, don't you fear. Sleep will come and take your pain. Sleep will bring the sun again. Poppy of sleep, take me away. Poppy of sleep, I wanna stay in the dream where you are mine, where everything is fine. Poppy of sleep, close my eyes. Poppy of sleep, hear my cries. Let me drift off into the night, where everything is bright. But when I The sun was low and I was still here, don't you know? And you were still gone, still away, and I still had to face the day. But then you probably asleep for giving me a moment to keep, a moment of peace, a moment of rest, a moment when my heart was blessed. Poppy of sleep, poppy of sleep. Thank you for the rest. The band is playing our favorite song, the one that made us feel so strong. I step onto the empty floor like I've done before. I close my eyes and feel your hand guiding me across the land of make-believe and memory, where you still dance with me. The last dance alone, spinning around on this cold and hollow ground. The music plays, the crowd is gone, I'm dancing on and on. The last dance alone, just me and I dip and twirl with empty air, pretending that you're there. The song will end, the lights will fade like the promises we made. Maybe dancing on your own is how you finally atone for all the love you couldn't keep in the memories deep. The last dance alone, spinning around on this cold and hollow ground. The music plays, the crowd is gone, I'm dancing on and on. The last dance alone, just me and the moon, just me and the The night comes calling once again, bringing with it all the pain. But sorrow sings a gentle tune beneath the silver moon. It rocks me like a mother would, if only it understood that I don't wanna go to sleep into the memories deep. Sorrow's lullaby, sing me to rest. brought me tulips in the spring, when love was everything. The petals soft, their colors bright, filling me with light. But spring has turned to autumn now, and I don't know how. The flowers wilted and they died, like the love inside. Tulip of love lost, you remind me of everything I'll never be, of every petal that has fallen, every word unspoken. Tulip of love lost, fade away. I pressed one in my memory book, so I can take a look at what we were before the frost, before our love was lost. Maybe tulips teach us that beauty fades, and that is that. But the bulbs beneath the ground will someday be refound. Tulip of love lost, you remind me of everything I'll never be, of every petal that has fallen, every word unspoken. Tulip of love lost, fade away, fade away, fade away. The choir sings a mass for love, for the departed harbor, for everything we used to know, for every seed we tried to sow. The candles flicker dim and low, the incense smoke begins to flow around the casket of our heart, around the ending from the start. Requiem, requiem aeternam, for the love that once began. Requiem for what we were, for the hearts we used to stir. Requiem, I sing for you, for everything we put love through. Love's requiem, I sing for me, for everything I couldn't be. The master said the prayers are done, the final battle lost, not won. Love's requiem, I'll hear it play until my dying day. The priest, he asks if I have words to say about the love interred. I say it was the best of me, it was the worst of what could be. It lifted me, it brought me low, it taught me everything I know about the joy, about the pain, about the sun, about the rain. Requiem, requiem eternum, for the love that once began. Requiem, for what we were, for the hearts we used to stir. Love's a requiem, I sing for you, for everything we put love through. Love's a requiem, I sing for me, for everything I couldn't be. The master said the prayers are done, the final battle lost, not won. Love's requiem, I'll hear it play until my dying day. But requiems are not for staying in the grief and the delay, and they're for honoring, for releasing, for finding finally some peace and letting go and moving on to face a different kind of dawn. Love's requiem, I'll let you go into the ground beneath the snow. Love's a requiem, I'll visit now, and then I'll take my final bow. Love's requiem, you'll always be a sacred song inside of me. And find a new and living grace. Love's requiem, I'll hear the sound, but I'll no longer be spellbound. Spellbound. Love's requiem. Love's requiem. Love's requiem. I found a photograph beneath the bed from that vacation we took in the spring. We looked so young, so alive, so unafraid of all the damage that the future brings. You had your arm around me on the beach, the sunset painting colors on our skin. I wonder if that version of us each knew somehow that we could never win. Time has a way of making everything feel smaller, softer, further out of reach. But some things time can't touch, some feelings sting long after love is finished teaching. Just a memory now, that's what we are. Pictures in a box, echoes from afar. Just a memory now, we don't breathe or bleed. Just a story that I used to read before I learned the ending by heart. Before I knew we'd have to part. Just a memory now, but somehow still the most beautiful thing I'll ever feel. I saw your sister at the grocery store. She said, "You're doing well, you're happy now." I smiled and said, "That's really what I hoped for." But something in my chest said, "Tell me how. How do you move on so completely? How do you forget what we both swore?" She looked at me so sweetly, so discreetly, and said, "Maybe you should find out what love's for." Time has a way of making everything feel smaller, softer, further out of reach. But some things time can't touch, some feelings sting long after love is finished teaching. Just a memory now, that's what afar. Just a memory now. We don't breathe or bleed. Just a story that I used to read before I learned the ending by heart. Before I knew we'd have to part. Just a memory now, but somehow still the most beautiful thing I'll ever feel. Maybe memories are all we get. Well, maybe memories are all we get. When love decides it's time to leave, maybe I should learn to not forget, but also learn to not grieve for something that was always meant to be a chapter, not the end. Just a memory now. I'll keep you safe in the quiet, tender place. Just a memory now. I won't erase the smile time cannot deface. You're just a memory now, and I'm okay with loving you from far away. Just a memory now. I'll learn to say thank you for the beautiful days. Beautiful days. Just a memory now. I took a walk down memory lane today, past all the places where we used to play. The park bench where we had our first kiss, the street corner I still miss, the coffee shop where we waste hours away, talking about nothing, making plans to stay together forever, always true. Before I knew, memory lane is cobblestone, with every step I've ever known, with every laugh, with every tear, with every moment you were here. Memory lane, I walk you slow, with every step the feelings grow. Memory lane, you twist and turn, with every lesson I must learn. You lead me back to who we were, to every single thing that occurred. Memory lane, I walk you still until my heart has had its fill. I passed the house where we first lived, the one where we had so much to give. The garden's overgrown and wild, just like my heart, since you exiled yourself from me, from us, from this, from every memory I miss. The new people don't know our name, they just play their own sweet game. Memory lane is cobblestone, with every step I've ever known, with every laugh, with every tear, with every moment you were here. Memory lane, I walk you slow, with every step the feelings grow. Memory lane, you twist and turn, with every lesson I must learn. You lead me back to who we were, to every single thing that disputed, part of history. But I must find a different road to carry my new light alone. Memory lane, I'll come again, but as a visitor, not a resident. They fall so softly on my skin as I let you in. One more time to haunt my dreams with all your schemes. The smoothest side and softest down as I wander through this town. Memories that just won't fade, promises you made. Velvet tears, you're soft and deep, promises I couldn't keep. You slide on down my velvet dress in this loneliness. Velvet tears feel so smooth. You said my skin was soft like this. Remember our first kiss. Now velvet only brings the pain of loving you in vain. Maybe velvet holds the key to setting my heart free. Maybe softness can survive and keep my love alive. Velvet tears, you're soft and deep, promises I couldn't keep. You slide on down my velvet dress in this loneliness. Velvet tears feel so smooth. Feel so smooth. You came up sudden like a moor in the springtime of my heart. A rare and precious thing to tell, a beautiful and fragile start. I searched for you in forest deep, in every hidden secret place. The promises you'd always keep, the love I saw upon your face. But most fade, they disappear. They only come once a year, and you were just a season to a love that came and quickly grew. Morella, morn, I search for you in everything I used to do. Morella, morn, you were so rare, a treasure beyond compare. I hunt for you in memories would for grieves, but you are nowhere to be found. Just silence and familiar ground, just memories of what we were, just echoes of a love that were. But most fade, they disappear. They only come once a year, and you were just a season to a love that came and quickly grew. More of more, I search for you in everything I used to do. More of more, you were so rare, a treasure beyond compare. I hunt for you in memories would, for all the love and all the good. More of more, you're hard to find, a delicacy of the mind. But morals teach us to be patient, to trust the earth, to trust the rain, to know that what is rare and ancient will come around again. And maybe love is like the more, a gift that comes when conditions are right. And even after the mournful spell, there will be another light. More of the morn, I'll wait for spring, for whatever the next season will bring. More of the morn, you taught me well, that even in the mournful spell, there's beauty, there's a sacred taste that cannot ever be replaced. More of morn, I'll hold you dear until the spring of another year. We didn't end with a slam door or a fight on the kitchen floor. We ended slow, we ended soft, like a ship slowly turning aloft. Away from shore, away from land, away from what we planned. We drifted out to sea, until you were just a memory. It took months, maybe years, to dissolve in silent tears, to go from lovers to just friends, to the place where goodbye begins. Long goodbye, that's what we had, an ending that was slow and sad. Long goodbye, we said it slow, watching our love fade and go. Not with a bang, not with a fight, just with the fading of the light. Long goodbye, I'll always hold the way our love grew slowly cold. I remember the last time we kissed, how we both knew what we missed. It wasn't passionate or new, just gentle like we always knew. treating me more like a friend than an enemy to flee. You set my heart slowly free. Long goodbye, you taught me this, that even endings can be bliss. Can be bliss. Long goodbye. I fought it off for months, maybe years. Tried to drown it in my tears. Tried to fill it with my friends. Try to bring it to an end. But loneliness is patient, loneliness is strong. It knows that eventually I'll belong to it, to its cold embrace, to its slow and steady pace. Every time I think I've won, every time I vow I'll run, the feeling of being on my own. Loneliness calls me back home. Loneliness wins, loneliness wins. Every time I try to begin again, again, again. Loneliness always wins. It sits beside me in the dark. It knows the contours of my heart. Loneliness wins, there's no defense against this quiet, slow suspense. I went to a party full of people last night. Stood in the corner, tried to be polite. Everyone was laughing, everyone was loud, and I was just another face in the crowd. I came home early, sat in my chair, felt the loneliness already there, waiting for me, patient and true, saying, I told you I'm part of you. Every time I think I've won, every time I've out, I run, the feeling of being on my own. Loneliness calls me back home. Loneliness wins, loneliness wins. Only time I try to begin again, again, again. Loneliness always wins. It sits beside me in the dark. It knows the contours of my heart. Loneliness wins. There's no defense against its quiet, slow suspense. But maybe winning isn't the point. Maybe loneliness is just a joint that connects me to the human race, that puts me in my proper place. Maybe it's not an enemy, but a companion teaching me that being alone doesn't have to be the worst thing that can't happen to me. Loneliness wins, and I'm okay with its company at the end of the day. Loneliness wins, but so do I. And learning not to question why, I'll sit with it, I'll let it be a part of who I am. You see, loneliness wins, but it set me free to be alone and still be me. Still be me. Loneliness wins. used to be so sweet, so soft, so kind. Now every word you speak is sour on my mind. Like a lemon squeezed too hard, too long. What happened to us, what went wrong? I remember when your smile could light a room, when your presence chased away all gloom. Now you're walking and the atmosphere turns gray, and I count the minutes till you go away. Bitterness is just disappointment age, just love that's how it is this stage. Its final act, its last goodbyes, now living only in our eyes. Lemon of bitterness, you leave a taste that lingers long after you've left in haste. Lemon of bitterness, puckering my heart, making everything feel sharp and smart. We used to be oranges, sweet and bright. Now we're lemons in the fading light. Lemon of bitterness, I've had my fill of the sour from the bitter pill. You bring up every fight we ever had, every time I made you sad. You keep a list of all my faults and use them like emotional assaults. I try to remember why I fell in love, try to see the man I used to dream of, but he's buried somewhere deep inside, beneath the bitterness you cannot hide. Bitterness is just disappointment age, just love that's how it is this stage. Its final act, its last goodbyes, now living only in our eyes. Lemon of bitterness, you leave a taste that lingers long after you left in haste. Lemon of bitterness, puckering my heart, making everything feel sharp and smart. We used to be oranges, sweet and bright. Now we're lemons in the fading light. Lemon of bitterness, I've had my fill of the sour from the bitter pill. Maybe someday I'll learn to make lemonade from what we break. Maybe sweetness can be found even on this bitter ground, but for now I need to walk away from the sour words you always say. Find someone who doesn't spray bitterness on everything today. Lemon of bitterness, I'm setting you down, no longer wearing your sour crown. Lemon of bitterness, I'm moving on to sweeter fruits beneath the sun. I'll take the seeds of what we had, plant them where they won't turn back. Lemon of bitterness, I'm glad to finally trace sour for glass. The maple trees are tapped in spring, their golden sweetness offering. But something in me doesn't flow since you told me I should go. I used to wait ready for the day and night. Now mornings come and go the same, without a purpose, without a name. The sap of life drains slow and thin, leaving hollow space within, where love once flowed so strong and free. Now there's only drought in me. The trees will heal when winter's done. They'll make their sugar in the sun. But I don't know if or if I'm barely alive. Maybe draining leaves room to grow. Maybe emptiness will show that what is lost can be replaced with something new I haven't faced. The sap of life drains slow and thin, leaving hollow space within, where love once flowed so strong and free. Now there's only drought in me. Only drought in me. I packed my bags while you were at work, left the keys on the hook by the door, took the photos down, didn't wanna be a jerk, but I couldn't look at us anymore. Every room held a memory I couldn't bear, the kitchen where we learned to cook together, the bedroom where we lie and stare at the ceiling, promising forever. This isn't because I don't love you, this is because I love you too much to stay here watching us come undone, to stay here slowly losing touch. Leaving you was the hardest thing I'll ever do, leaving you was breaking me in two, but staying would be worse, I know, watching our love die slow. So I'm leaving you with tears in my eyes, leaving you with all the whys that neither of us can answer tonight. Leaving you with all my might. I wrote you a letter, left it on the bed, tried to explain what can't be explained, how two good people can end up instead of happy, just broken in pain. You probably hate me for a little while, and maybe that will make this easier, but somewhere underneath your smile, I hope you know I'm still your believer. This isn't because I don't love But for now I have to go. For now I have to be alone, to find the person I used to know before your love became my home. Leaving you, I'm on the road, carrying more than I can hold. Leaving you, I hope you find the peace and love you left behind in someone else, in someone new, in someone who can stay with you. Leaving you, I'm leaving too, the part of me that belonged to you. Belong to you. I used to chase the lines upon your palm, believing they would lead me back to you. Now I'm chasing shadows on the wall alone, wondering where the light was shining through. We built our castle high up in the clouds, with every stone a promise we had made. But storms don't ask permission to come down, and I'm still standing here among the bricks decayed. How did we go from forever to forgetting? From burning stars to ashes on the ground. Jaded love, you taught me how to feel, then taught me how the feeling fades away. Jaded love, you made the world so real, then painted everything in shades of gray. I'm holding on to echoes in the dark, afraid to trust the morning when it comes. Jaded love, you left your mark, a bittersweet and broken kind of numb. The coffee shop we loved closed down last week. I walked past twice pretending not to care. The barista asked, have you been by to speak? I said, I don't know who you mean, and stared right through the window at our favorite booth, where you once held my hand across the wood. Now every memory's a kind of proof that even perfect moments end for good. How did the melody become so distant? When did your voice become a ghost I chased? Jaded love, you taught me how to feel, then taught me how the feeling fades away. Jaded love, you made the world so real, then painted everything in shades of gray. I'm holding on to echoes in the dark, afraid to trust the morning when it comes. Jaded love, you left your mark, a bittersweet and broken kind of numb. Maybe someday I'll find a different fire, one that doesn't burn the same. Maybe I'll learn that not all love's a liar, but right now I just whisper your name to the wind, to the rain, to the silence. Jaded love, I still remember how you kissed me like the world was ours to hold. Jaded love, I'm letting go right now. Some stories aren't designed to grow I'll take the pieces, put them in a frame, a museum of what we used to be. Jaded love, I won't forget your name, but finally I'm setting myself free. Setting myself free. Jaded love. Goodbye. There used to be a space in me that only you could fill. It held our love so carefully against my broken will. But when you left, you took it all. You didn't leave a trace. You left a hole that's dark and tall in that sacred place. The void you made is all I feel, a wound that will not heal, an emptiness that echoes loud inside this lonely crowd. The void you made will